Ireland, although Gerard, based in Kent for all of his life, but he does qualify to play for Northern Ireland. That's not a great start. That's zoomed it off. It is the worst thing you can do, actually. Break off and going off.
Ball in hand.
Ball in hand. Not the perfect start, Billy.
No, certainly not. Not the start Daniel would have wanted there. Just his first shot of today, and his table does play nice and slick, so he's obviously just miscaught it. But Gerard, who's in good form himself, will take that.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think you can make a 147 break without being, in form. I just don't think it's possible. And look, he's been around for years, Gerard. He's been a good player for a really long time, hasn't he? He's no longer on the tour, but I suspect there's a chance he might just creep back on again at some point.
Yeah, certainly a chance.
9.
So he's playing good. He won the maximum on the weekend, won the seniors event there. So he's obviously feeling good about himself, and he plays quicker now than he did when he was on tour. When I was on tour with him, he just gets down now, sort of aiming points, and just gets on with it.
16.
Try and play through the little gap here to stay on the black.
17.
Good shot there, just to avoid the reds. I wonder what's brought about the change in his game, Gerard, because like you say, he's as fluent as he's looked for years, but I do remember he went off the tour, very unlucky circumstance. I can't remember the year, but he played Peter Ebden in a qualifier, had to beat Ebden, and he was a mile in front in the match. Ebden beat him 10-9 in the end from way back, and that sent him off tour. I think he's been back on since, but it was a crushing blow. It's like one of these 2 o'clock in the morning jobs when it finished. Anyway, the break off, it flew into the green pocket, didn't it, Billy?
Yeah, well, just watching the break off there, in the top right corner, it just
31.
Especially not getting hold of your break off. I mean, it's so important to concentrate at every shot, like we say, especially your break off. Your first shot, you want to hit it nice and get a good cue ball if you can, and all this is going to do at the minute is Cherry's going to get his arm going quite quick here, and that's not what you want. The form he's in.
38.
Yeah, I mean, I've gone back right to 2016. That's how long ago it is. Peter Ebden beat him 10-9, and Ebden was 9-3 down and won all the remaining frames to beat Gerard 10-9, knock him off the tour, and it was
38.
Well, I mean, it was ever so late. It was the early hours when it finished. I was there at the qualifiers, at Judgment Day.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he got back on.
Yeah, after that. Just a horrible way to lose, your tour card, isn't it? Because the 9th round against anyone you don't fancy losing. If we speak to him later, I will not be reminding him of that match, put it that way. I've said it while he's playing.
Oh, we used all the pocket there.
4.
Perfect on this red.
5.
His frame at the minute, there's only a couple good positional shots away here from wrapping this frame up quite quick. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he plays there, because it's not nicely on any colours, and the blue's safe, so you want to put over the yellow on the side cushion there.
Yeah, got to be yellow on the left cushion, isn't it? You know, you've got to try and cement your chances, and also keep your opponent cold. I think Daniel's not had a chance. Not really played that very well, but you know, it's one of the few shots he hasn't played well in his half a frame.
Yep. So Daniel at the minute, let's say he's on the back foot. Oh, it's a nice spot.
1.
Yeah, he's nicely on this red now with the rest again.
Yeah, I mean, when he addressed that, I thought he was going to the bottom of the cue ball, but you know, the shot was always to run through. He played it well.
He certainly did. Play up into that middle red there, Neil, maybe, or is he gonna? He's just gonna pick the loose ones off. I thought he might have just screwed up for that middle red.
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. I can think he had the angle to do that.
Yeah, so that just clears the pathway then.
Oh, he's looking at the plant now as well. It's just an awkward. You got that ball underneath the cue. It's a little bit of a distraction.
Can play though. Like I said, I watched him last night in
13.
practice. I know it's different. Practice table, match table is two different things, but you know, in the few frames I watched him, he knocked in a few nice breaks quite quick. I know he's a 9-time Danish champion and a 3-time Nordic champion.
You know, you think of Scandinavian players. You know, obviously, Kurt Mafflin was
20.
Norway, although originally he's London, and then you've got Robin Hull from Finland, who. I mean, he was a seriously good player, Robin. He used to come and practice in West London. He lived in the UK for a while.
Christian Helgerson was a good player as well.
Yeah, from Iceland. Yeah, he played at the Crucible.
21.
I remember bumping into him, seeing him at Europeans when I was quite young. And he was a capable player.
Man of few words, Christian Helgerson. I was staying in Aberdeen, and he was in the same hotel as me. With only 2 snooker players in there. I was there at breakfast for a whole week. He never said one word. And it wasn't in an offhand way, he just didn't speak.
And you can be.
He could speak
21.
English, very good English, actually. Good player, Christian Helgerson.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Robin Hull, I think, was the one that come out of that sort of area. I think he's done arguably the best.
Good player, really good player. Won the shootout down the road, didn't he? He was the winner at Reading.
Yep. It's a nice shot. So he's asked a question here of Jerry. Although I do fancy him to knock this one in. Don't want to go and off with the cue ball. She's okay.
It's early days in his group, but he's been thrown into sort of slight disarray with Mr. Drago being beaten 3-0 earlier by Joe Delaney. You know, I mean, that's throwing the cat amongst the pigeons a little bit, that result.
Yeah, certainly did. A lot of people have had Drago as favourite this week, I think. Especially the way he played last time there in the 900, and you know, it's a format that suits him down to the ground. But he's still got another 4 matches yet.
You know, you get a 3-0 against you because it's the top 2 will be in the the final on Wednesday, but so that gives him an opportunity. But anyway, we'll see Mr. Drago again tonight against Darren Morgan. I'm looking forward to that game.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting one. Last game up tonight, Neil. It's going to be a cracker, I think.
The green is in the way of the potting angle here. Gerard will be hoping so. Interesting. That could have played sort of to hide the cue ball in behind the blue there. Maybe it wasn't on, but
yeah, I thought that. I'm with you there. I thought he could have got in behind the blue there and got Gerard in a lot of trouble. Bit of an opportunity now to get back in this frame more.
One.
Yeah, I think he's about playing the pink here, is he?
yeah, I mean he can just about reach it, but it looks a bit of a struggle, doesn't it? Then you run across like this. Well, I suppose now the black's on his spot, he's for the right shot, but like you say,
Yeah.
I think most players might have been playing. Plays all right, doesn't he?
9.
Yeah, he can definitely play.
Got to play a big shot here. Black up the table for the red. This pot is not a simple one. You can miss these trying to get position. That's really good. Really good shot. Couldn't have played it any better.
16.
Yeah, settling into this nice now, isn't he?
Well, he is. And another red black. The first frame becomes interesting. A lot of time left.
17.
He's got the hang on the pink.
Yeah.
Even to take it in snooker him, even to take the cube off in the bulk if you can't pot it.